Okay, now the blood and blood vessel formation. In this thing, in this topic, the some of the questions that can come is that first of all, blood vessels or the blood cells, they arise from which layer? Mesoderm layer, especially the somatic mesoderm. Okay, somatic layer of lateral plate mesoderm. And now, what is the difference between vasculogenesis and angiogenesis? What is vasculogenesis? Vasculogenesis is the formation of blood vessels from blood islands, and angiogenesis is the sprouting of new vessels from previous existing blood vessels. Okay, now what happens, how it starts? First of all, in the mesoderm, surrounding the wall of the yolk sac in the third week of development, you remember uh, the formation of tertiary villi was also in on 21 days. But before that, what happens in the mesoderm that was surrounding the wall of yolk sac? You remember, if you remember, there blood islands appear in that mesoderm. Okay, and then later in the somatic layer of lateral plate mesoderm. But see, if the option comes about this thing, so you will answer it as the wall of yolk sac in the mesoderm surrounding the wall of yolk sac, and after that in the somatic layer of lateral plate mesoderm. Anyways, now see first of all what happens in the mesoderm. Blood islets appear in the presence of fibroblast growth factor. Okay, fibroblast growth factor, it stimulates this mesoderm to form the blood islands, and which later forms the hemangioblast. These hemangioblasts are the common precursors for blood cells as well as the endothelial cells or the vessel wall forming cells. Okay, now the first blood cells, you can say they arise in the blood islands in the wall of yolk sac. Okay, and after that the definitive hematopoietic stem cells, okay, these have appeared here in the wall of yolk sac, but the definitive hematopoietic stem cells, they are derived from the mesoderm surrounding the aorta near the developing mesonephric kidney. Okay, you can say that the definitive hematopoietic stem cells, they arise from AGM region if option comes. Okay, that hematopoietic stem cells are derived from AGM region. But if this option will not be there, then you will have to answer yolk sac. Okay, yolk sac in the beginning, after that liver and bone marrow. But I think they will give the option for this thing that definitive hematopoietic stem cells are initially derived from aorta, gonad, mesonephros region, that is the AGM region. Now what happens is that these blood islands, they colonize the liver. Okay, and then this liver becomes the major site of hematopoiesis of fetus from 2nd month to 7th month, and which leads to, and further after that in 7th month these cells, they migrate to bone marrow, and after 7th month bone marrow becomes the major site. So it's not 5th month, it's 7th month according to the Langmans. Now how this blood vessel formation is regulated? First of all, as I have told that on the mesodermal cells there are fibroblast growth factor receptors on which fibroblast growth factor acts and leads to conversion of these some mesodermal cells into hemangioblast cells. Okay, and these hemangioblast cells, some of them arrange themselves in center and some of them become flattened and arranged around it. Okay, and you can remember it as this formation of this change, like mesoderm is forming hemangioblast, it's okay, but how this is differentiated further, how some cells are forming the vessel wall and some cells are forming blood cells, it is regulated by VEGF, that is vascular endothelial growth factor. When it acts on this it has two receptors, R1 and R2, which is commonly called as FLK1, EGFR2, it leads to differentiation of these hemangioblasts into blood forming cells. Okay, and this VEGFR1, its action leads to the conversion of surrounding cells into flattened endothelial cells. Okay, so the conversion of hemangioblasts into the differentiation of hemangioblast into blood forming cells and endothelial cells, it is under the influence of vascular endothelial growth factor. Okay, now see, as I have told that mesodermal cells have formed hemangioblast under the influence of fibroblast growth factor 2. Okay, and then under the influence of VEGF, which is secreted by surrounding mesoderm, it forms blood cells and vessels. Also, this VEGF, it is upregulated by mainly HOXB5 gene, which is a type of homeobox gene, which also upregulates the VEGFR2, which leads to the formation of blood cells. Okay, so under the influence of vascular endothelial growth factor, this hemangioblast, the central hemangioblast, they convert into hematopoietic stem cells, okay, which is the precursor of all blood cells, and peripheral hemangioblast get converted to angioblast, which again under the influence of endothelial cells, which again under the influence of vascular endothelial growth factor converts to endothelial cells. So this whole process which we had read just now, this process is called as vasculogenesis, including the formation of first blood vessel. Okay, but the sprouting of new vessel wall, okay, from the existing blood vessels, that process is called as angiogenesis. Now see, this vasculogenesis leads to the primary vascular bed formation, that is dorsal aorta and cardinal veins have formed by vasculogenesis. Now remaining all blood vessels will be formed from these previously existing vessels, that is dorsal aorta and cardinal veins. This process will be called as angiogenesis, and again this is under the influence of VEGF. This VEGF basically it stimulates the further proliferation of endothelial cells, and finally when the blood vessels get formed, then their maturation and modeling of this vasculature, it is regulated by platelet derived growth factor and transforming growth factor beta. Okay, now vessels have formed, but which vessel is artery, which is vein, and which is lymphatics? How is it differentiated? Basically there is a gene, we already know about it from the notochord, especially the floor of notochord, especially from the floor of neural tube as well as this notochord. Sonic hedgehog gene is secreted and it upregulates VEGF expression, which then leads to notch pathway. Okay, notch pathway we had read in somites also, and here also notch pathway acts. Notch pathway basically upregulates ephrin B2 and ephrin B4. Out of these, ephrin B2 or the EPHB2, it is a master gene for arterial development. It through the tyrosine kinase pathway, it specifies the arterial development as well as it suppresses the venous sulfate. And this EPHB4, it is the vein specific gene. So you should know artery specific gene is ephrin B2. But when the question comes that the genes specifying arterial development, then you will mention notch pathway also, notch gene if it comes, then this also. But major gene is still ephrin B2. And major gene for vein specification is EPHB4, and the major gene for lymphatic vessel differentiation is PROX1. Okay.